Intro music was provided by Kevin MacLeod Music. New music every day. Subscribe to his channel for free music with no tags, royalty, or copyrights. Links to his website and YouTube channel will be down below. Thank you. Greetings everyone, Raging Tanker here. Today's video is just, I guess you could say, a continuation of one of my previous videos where I basically entitled Raging Tanker Rant. But I've been trying to enjoy playing this game over the last, I guess it's been a month or two now since patch 9.18 came out. And I know 9.19's out now, and they're getting ready to come out, I think, with 9.19.1. But when 9.18 came out, that's when they introduced all the tier 10 lights, and one of the big things that pissed a lot of players off that played on a test server, which I think I played one day, is they nerfed the view range of the light tanks, mostly those that are considered scout tanks. And since then, people who play light tanks that are considered scout tanks just aren't scouting with them, and I don't understand why. Now I know there's people say, oh, it's just a game tanker, let people play like they want. I'm sorry, but this is a team-based game, and when you pick a light tank that's considered a scout tank, you're telling Matchmaker you are wanting to be the eyes of your team. Your job, whether you do an aggressive scouting or passive scouting, is to spot for your team. And I'm sorry, but you just don't need to play these tanks if you're not going to play that role. I mean, that every tank has a role. Every tank. Some tanks can get away with playing other roles. T-67, yes, it's got speed. Yes, it can be considered a scout tank when there isn't a scout tank. Not play scout when there are scout tanks in the game. Like, here's all the light tanks that I currently have on my North American account. Chaffee. Alright, for you XVM users out there who just love Win 8 ratings. Win 8, Win 8, Win 8. What's your Win 8? I don't know what my Win 8 is. I have to log into a couple websites to know what it is, because it's not in the game. It's not. It's nowhere in the game. You find it where it's in the game, that in which you don't have to install a freaking mod, which XVM is. It's a mod to find it. Like service record. Where is my Win 8 rating? Show me. Where is it at? It's not here on the summary page. It's not here on the awards page. Is it? Let's just scroll down. Nope. Don't see any Win 8s there. Is it under statistics? No, it's not there. Infographics? No, it's not there. How about vehicles? Of course it's not going to be listed under vehicles. Alright. So, alright, I don't know what my Win 8 is. I don't care. It's not in game. But for those of you who do care about it, the reason why my Win 8 is so shitty is because of this tank right here. I started playing back in 2012. This was the very last of the light tank line on the American branch. It was tier 5. But the experience needed to unlock it was like grinding from tier 4 to tier 8. I didn't understand scouting at that time. I didn't care. I wanted that tank. Why did I want that tank? Because it could see tier 10 battles. That's the only reason why I wanted it. I didn't want to have to spend any money if I could keep from it. I just wanted to get to tier 10 fast enough, and I saw that as the quickest route. So what I would do is I'd take my M5 Stuart, and I would do what a lot of noobs do. I would just drive straight towards enemy cap, trying not to get killed, spot everything. If I died, go back to the garage, play 1 or 2 games, come back, and do it again, over and over and over again. I was not helping my team at all. That does not help your team at all. And new players continue to do it. That's kind of forgivable because they're new. But these experienced players who take their scout tanks and set back by Artie, No, you don't do that. Or you set up there with your tank destroyers. No, you don't do that. You move forward. You use your cover, use bushes, use rubble of buildings. You move forward. Spot for your team. Sit there and just let us blow the shit out of everything. Enjoy that spotting damage. Never fire your gun unless that tank you're shooting at, you can one-shot it. That's the only way you should shoot your gun in. Or if you want to, and I call that passive scouting. Some people might not call it that. That's what I call it. Now, if you want to be aggressive scout, you're zipping around. You're being spotted by the enemy team, but you're spotting them. You're using your speed to get away so they don't kill you. You look for breaks in the line that you can exploit to get back to kill their artillery. Or you try to take out their scouts when you spot them. That's the only time you should fire your gun in. But the time you're spotting the enemy team, you are lighting them up, we're damaging them, already hitting them, heavies, mediums are shooting them. That's your job when you pick a scout tank. Not all light tanks are scout tanks, but there are light tanks that are scout tanks, and Chaffee is one of them. Panzer 1C on occasion, because it can see tier 5. It can be a scout tank. I've seen several people playing the BT-7 artillery as a scout tank. MT-25. It replaced the T-50T. It's a scout tank. It's not a tank destroyer. It's not a medium. Alright, stop playing them like that. Play the role of the tank you pick. It's a team-based game. When you pick these scout tanks, you are telling Matchmaker, I want to spot for my team. I want to get spotting damage. These tanks retain their camo rating when they drive through bushes. But yet I see players, some with 16, 17, 18,000 battles to their name, playing them like mediums, then bitch in chat that nobody supported them. Why would I support you when you're not playing like you're supposed to play? You picked a light tank that is a scout tank. Scout with it. That's your job. That's your role. I like to play the KV-2 a lot. But guess what? I can't drive it up on the side of a rock and say, fuck you guys, I'm artillery. Doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work that way. So you can say this is a continuation of my tanker rant, or you can say it's a completely talking world of tanks, but I'm sorry. I know there's got to be several more players out there that feel the exact same way as I do. The point of this video isn't to just say, oh, tankers just screaming, yelling. No. It's a problem that needs to be addressed. And the one way, the quickest way to address it, Wargaming looks at what tanks are and are not being played with. So if everyone who has an issue with the view range being nerfed on those tanks, stop playing them. Just don't play them at all. Play your mediums, play your tank destroyers, play your heavies, hell, play your arties if you like to play arty. But do not play these light tanks that are considered scout tanks, because they're not going to fix it if you continue to play it. If everyone just stops playing these tanks, Wargaming is going to say, why aren't people playing them? And then that's when you just lay into them by saying, hey, you nerfed the view range. These are scout tanks. I can't scout with them because you nerfed them. Why would I take a tank that has a less view range than a medium tank? I can't play my role. They've got to fix it. And if they continue alienating their player base like they have, I mean, when I started 2012, this is a freaking Friday morning as I record this here. And as you can see up here in the corner, we only have 9,423 people online right now. Granted, it is a work day, but school is out. When I first started on a work day, there would be 15,000 people on just the USE server. On a weekend, without a special event going on, you could have 30,000 players on. Now, granted, the EU servers, they blow us out of the water. Matter of fact, I've been told the Russian servers will even blow the EU servers out of the water. I don't have a clue about the Asian server. I don't know anybody who plays on them. But the thing is, Wargaming has alienated their player bases so bad, they're trying everything they can now to get people to come back. But they're still pissing off the ones that's been here for a while. Now, I wasn't able to get into closed beta at the time when this game was first being developed. One reason was I didn't have a PC to run at the time. I got into it shortly. I guess it was about maybe a year after it was released. Can't remember exactly. I know I started 2012. I can't remember exactly the release date of the game. But the thing is, I've been playing for a while, and I lost track. I pulled the jingles. My bad. But let's get back to the reason of the video. World of Tanks players, I beg you, if you have an issue with the view range being nerfed on these scout tanks, stop playing them. Because you're not helping your team when you play as a medium. You're not helping your team when you play as a tank destroyer. You're just not. You pick that tank, that's because you're telling matchmaker, I want to be the scout. I want to be the eyes of my team. And you set back behind Artie, or you set back with the tank destroyers, you're not helping your team at all. But anyway, I'm done. I just wanted to do this real quick because I haven't done a video in a while. And one of the reasons why is because the scout tank players are just pissing me off. They're not playing scout. Every once in a while you get one team where someone understands, hey, I'm a scout tank. I have to light up the enemy for my team. And they play the role. But it's getting less and less likely getting someone that understands that. But anyway, hope everyone's having better luck than me. Happy taking, everyone.